You guys can see that, right? It's showing on screen. Yeah, so Magic the Gathering is currently in a crossover era. They've been in a crossover era for a good few years now. Most of them have been like within the confines of like secret, what are they called? Secret layers or Commander, which is a 100 card casual format. There's a lot of Commander decks that are outside IPs. There's Doctor Who, Fallout, Warhammer, Lord of the Rings, but I think that was also a set, and that may have ruined the game already, but we won't get into that. Orcish, what is it? Orcish Bowmaster? Is that what I'm thinking of? And the One Ring, good cards. So, and I guess Jurassic World too, or Jurassic Park as well. So, those were all in the confines of like more casual formats or secret layer drops, which were usually just reprints of other cards. Like the SpongeBob set is just all reprints of other cards, which I think is cool. Like if you're just doing reprints of other cards with Magic the Gathering with skins over them, like Magic the Gathering already original or cards replaced by the artwork of another IP, I'm totally cool with that, right? And I think that's probably the most normal and least intrusive way to do these crossover sets. But currently, we're in a timeline where Wizards of the Coast will also be putting this into its competitive standard rotation. Not just Spider-Man, I believe we'll also be getting Final Fantasy, but through Magic the Gathering, competitive play, there is multiple means. There's Magic the Gathering online tournaments, there's Magic the Gathering arena tournaments, and then there's also Magic the Gathering paper tournaments for things like Magic Fest and Pro Tours. This set, maybe not the others, but this set will not be joining Magic the Gathering Arena, which is the Spider-Man set. It will be replaced by the new Through the Omen Path set. Through the Omen Paths, whatever that is. Now, what's going to be happening is instead of getting Spider-Man cards, we'll be getting cards that do the exact same things as these cards, but with different names and artwork. So that Marvel can't sue, or so that they don't have to get the license to these Marvel characters for an unlimited print run, because of course it's online, so it's way easier to there's no way to stop the production and printing of these online versions. This will be the first time since Magic the Gathering Arena that cards in a standard set technically do not make it to Arena. Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man, Venom Deadly Devourer, and Green Goblin Nemesis will not be on Magic the Gathering Arena or Magic Online. Instead, they'll all be replaced by cards with the exact same effects through a different set, right? They're making a new set to make up for the fact that these cards can't be put on there due to licensing reasons, I'm going to assume. And this creates hopefully a wake-up call for Magic the Gathering Arena, or Magic the Gathering in general, and an extremely scary precedent where you're now splitting the work for developers of these cards. Now, you are doing the programming for the cards once, you're doing the printing of the cards once, but you're doing the artwork for the cards twice. Unless they use AI generated art, now they have to do double work and pay the art and pay different artists or pay artists again to recreate reimagine these cards as something for Through the Omen Paths instead of whatever the Spider-Man set name is called. I don't know. I don't actually know what it's called. And we'll read a little bit of the article here just to give a little more backing to it. This was 5 days ago, so I'm a little late. Wizards of the Coast confirms Spider-Man will not be part of MTG Arena, but it will get a digital replacement. News comes via Wizards of the Coast own Blake Rassaman, who posted an announcement to the official Magic the Gathering website April 1st, 2025. The announcement explains that the company has not been able to secure the digital releases for various universes beyond set, which is the label under which outside properties such as Doctor Who, Warhammer 40k have made their way into Magic the Gathering. To alleviate this issue, WotC has developed Through the Omen Paths, a digital-only series of sets that are universes within versions of universes beyond sets, otherwise that wouldn't be coming to digital platforms. These These digital cards will be mechanically identical to their Universes Beyond tabletop counterparts, but with unique and creative treatments, different arts, and different names. We will not be continuing through the Omen Path sets mirroring every Universes Beyond set, only those that will not be coming to digital platforms. This lets our formats remain mechanically at parity with another digitally without having to create patchwork solutions here or there. This is a patchwork solution, by the way. We are also currently planning to create through the Omen Path sets for full sets that are legal in all formats. Now, the reason why that matters is it means that sets like Assassin's Creed or SpongeBob don't really matter. It only matters for sets that are competitively viable and usable in all formats here. It should be most. I think you shouldn't do it for some. You should do it for most, not all, because that means if you are a player who likes a lot of 60 card formats or 100 card formats like Brawl, if some cards can't make it, well, now you don't have access to those cards, even though they would have the exact same effects and viability for your deck. But because, well, it made it into standard, and we got the digital rights, so yeah, we don't have to worry about making a Universes Within version of a Universes Beyond set. Surely this is common for a lot of companies who are doing outside IPs as crossovers, right? Not being able to secure rights, and that's why certain crossovers don't make it, and certain crossovers are removed from shops or removed from sale quicker than others. This is normally just not a big issue, but this is a split that is very jarring and is very unfortunate for something as cool as Spider-Man, something as cool as any Universes Beyond, right? I don't personally really care one way or another because I don't like Universes Beyond anyway. This is actually good for me. It feels like I should play the digital version of the game because it's not Spider-Man. It's a different card that just has Spider-Man's effect. That's cool. Awesome. I love that for me, right? But for those who do like these Universes Beyond sets, and if they can't secure the digital rights to create those cards for Arena or for Magic the Gathering Online, now you can't play those cards. If you really wanted to play Spider-Man, or you really wanted to play Final Fantasy, you really wanted to play The Walking Dead, I don't know, whatever fucking Universes Beyond show up next, and they can't secure the digital rights, now your only avenue is paper. And if you don't play paper, if there's not a lot of people for you to play paper with, if you don't have a local game store, and you just wanted to be able to play or try the cards, and this is maybe your first time trying Magic the Gathering, maybe this is a big hindrance for you. This is actually the worst timeline because these Universes Beyond sets are the crossover sets that Wizards hopefully uses to bring in new players or returning lapsed players to the game to make them want to spend money and buy product again. Now, if you're cutting off an avenue for them buying product and spending money, that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't know if you know this, but if all you do is play Arena and you were looking forward, or you have no local game store and you were looking forward to trying Magic the Gathering because of a card like Spider-Man, or because you saw Cloud Strife and Sephiroth are going to be in and you want to try the cards even if you have no idea how to play Magic, you can't first now try the cards digitally and then go pick up packs. You can't play the cards digitally because you have no local game store. Now they are losing customers with a system that was supposed to be gaining them customers. Do we see the problem here? I do. Like I said, to be fair, for me personally, I fucking hate Universes Beyond anyway. I'm tired. I don't want this shit in standard. Anywhere else, that's cool, bro. But I don't want it in standard. So I'm not picking up Magic the Gathering cards anyway. It actually doesn't affect me. As a matter of fact, this makes me kind of jump with glee and joy. I'm like, woohoo, it's backfiring on them. But for those who like things like this and are fans of Magic the Gathering or want to become fans of Magic the Gathering, I think it's really sad and it sucks because I want people to enjoy the card games that they like in the ways that they can enjoy and afford them. If you can't afford to physically buy packs, but buying resources on an online game to open packs and play that game online is easier, more convenient, or your only viable option, you can't play some of these Universes Beyond sets now. They may not exist as Universes Beyond. They may turn into Universes Within, which may not be what you were looking for as a consumer trying to play Magic the Gathering. The offhand, the other side of the coin is that, well, if you only like Magic the Gathering for Universe Beyond, you shouldn't be playing it anyway. Get over it. That's not really your decision. If you don't like Universe Beyond that much, stop buying products, stop supporting the game, stop playing the game. But I think other people should be allowed to enjoy and play the game in a way that most suits their needs and their desires. That's fine. That's okay. But this hampers that. This actively takes away from that, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of a bad thing. It's actually really unfortunate that it happened with the Spider-Man set as well, right? It didn't happen with one of the smaller IPs. This is the biggest superhero of the world. I don't know if you guys know this. Bigger than Batman, bigger than Superman, bigger than who's some other big superheroes? That's like the big three. Those are the ones those are the first three superheroes I think of when I think of superheroes: Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. All because they have man in the name, probably. Sorry, She-Hulk. Sorry, Catwoman. These are the biggest three superheroes in the world, and Spider-Man is 100% the biggest superhero in the world. And to have an avenue of this card being cut off, an avenue of these cards being cut off from people playing and trying and paying for them and buying them and enjoying them, really sucks for fans of Marvel and for fans of Universes Beyond. If you're a hater of Universes Beyond, like myself, like I said, you're eating good, you're living. If only they would create universes within sets, versions of Universes Beyond sets for paper too. But that's a whole nother can of worms. Anyways, I just wanted to like touch on this, look at it, and kind of talk about it, because unfortunately it seems like this could be more standard. Now, as far as I know, it seems like the Final Fantasy and Avatar: The Last Airbender sets are still going to be on Arena. Yeah. This statement goes on to specify that there are only 2 Universes Beyond sets that will be making their way to Magic the Gathering Arena, those being Final Fantasy and Avatar: The Last Airbender, leaving the upcoming Spider-Man set in need of a replacement. We actually don't know if there's more. If there's more sets in need of a replacement, unfortunately, if they're coming 2 years, 3 years down the road, that's still more work for Wizards and less payoff for Wizards, if I'm quite honest. It's actually a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's like they're wasting more money to get IPs that now they can only sell in one avenue, which is unfortunate for the company and unfortunate for the fans of these outside IPs that would have otherwise pulled them into the game. I would, if I was Wizards, I would seriously rethink creating brand new cards for Universes Beyond anymore. If they're going to be going to your main sets and they're going to be legal in formats where there is real competitive viability, such as Modern, Pioneer, and Standard, where you will be having them at purchase, where you will be having them at MagicCons, drafts, as it were, limited, I would seriously rethink completely creating brand new cards and instead skin old cards that suit the viability and the needs of the Universes Beyond / Universes / outside IP, whatever you decide to continue to call them, that suit the functions for those characters and lore and world, right? We've had an Ixalan set, and with that Ixalan set, we also got Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. A lot of those dinosaurs could have just straight up been skinned as Jurassic Park and Jurassic World characters from the movies and the intellectual property, right? We've had, fortunately for us, multiple sets kind of based off of old-timey Britain, that being Ravnica. In that, we could have easily gotten things like Doctor Who, James Bond, I fucking guess. I don't know. We had a cowboy set. Could have easily been turned into any cowboy IP, right? Like, Universes Beyond has actually ruined, in a way, I'm going to be honest, Universes Within. And now it's also bleeding into digital product. And that sucks for a lot of people. Like, Magic the Gathering would have never had a set like Outlaws of Thunder Junction 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It would have never had a set like Aether Drift, which is basically Fast and Furious 10, 15 years ago. It wouldn't have happened. A set like Murders at Karlov Manor, which is basically fucking murder mystery, set at Ravnica, where now everyone's a detective and a sleuth. That wouldn't have happened 10, 15 years ago. And all of those are stemming from the card design and the ideas from things like Universes Beyond. If you're going to do that, those are the sets, right? If you're going to make sets that far off, that jarring, I won't say original Ixalan because I think original Ixalan kind of had a place it felt like it was supposed to be modern, or I shouldn't say modern, but colonial America, where the dinosaurs and the people who walked with the dinosaurs were supposed to be the Native Americans. The conquistadors um, were the Spaniards, or I'm sorry, the vampires, which is funny that the vampires, the bloodsuckers, are the Spaniards who came and brought disease. Fucking hilarious. And then the same with the merfolk, right, which were also very, as you could tell, like indigenous like and tribal people. So they were supposed to be Native American. Right? There was like Native American shamans, land people, Native American water people, and then there was the colonizers, the conquistadors, as it were. And that set kind of fit. It didn't feel that awkward. But if you skinned some of those cards as Jurassic Park characters because there was dinosaurs, it wouldn't have felt so bad. If you skinned some Eighth Drift cards and you fucking turned it into Fast and Furious and you add Dom and For Family and some of the other characters from Fast and Furious, cool, whatever, no problem. Now, instead, you're creating full sets where if you can't secure rights in some way or another, places miss out on these cards. And that really sucks for the people who wanted to play these cards. When instead, if they were just skinned universes within cards, even though the universes within are getting a little wonky too, it wouldn't feel as wasteful when it comes to resources, because you've already programmed how the cards work, you've already done the original artwork. Now all you're doing is reskinning them with, boom, the names and the artwork of popular media. That's all you're doing. Anyways, if you like Universe Beyond, weigh in, leave it in the comment section down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, talk about it. If you hate Universe Beyond and you think that, you know, more sets should be stripped away completely as digital versions and just turned into universes within, and you'd play the game more often because of it, leave that down below too. I think that this sucks for Wizards and for the people who... This doesn't actually help anybody. This sucks for Wizards, and it sucks for those who like this set and these kinds of sets. And it doesn't really help people who don't like Universes Beyond anyway, because these cards still exist. They'll still be in standard. They'll still be in paper. They're just not digital. But that doesn't really change anything, because guess what? You can't play every form of Magic the Gathering without these cards. You still will run into them at a commander table. You still will run into them at your Friday Night Magic. You still will run into them at a Magic Con, at a Pro Tour. That will still happen. Is it called Magic Cons or are they called Magic Fest? I don't know what the fuck they're called. Anyways, this has been Beanie Thuggish talking about the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond woes and controversy, signing out and saying peace.